heal ourselves and heal the world.
Aloha and Happy New Year, everyone! And in order for us to have the energies of the goddess light, I thought what I do today, because this is our transition, the 7th year, and we're creating in transition that we would have our goddess light behind us, I say, O ko aloha no, Aia I kalani, a o ko oia iu, he he molele hoi, amene, Amen. Amen. And that's a snippet from the Queen's Prayer. And now I'd like to bring Brother Paul to go ahead and help us celebrate with the crystal chimes.
Aloha kakahiaka means good morning. Welcome to our Honolulu Church of Light Healing Service. This is the month of January, the first month of our new year, 2023, which is transition year. And what I'll be doing is reading from Kahu's, Master Kirael's 10 Principles of Consciously Creating. And that number 7 is the prayer. So I pray that this prayer will take you through this transition year. So for those of you who have the 10 Principles of Consciously Creating, it's a good resource book for you to pick up and remind yourself. So Kirael had guided us, and Kahu and Lightways had put his guidance in the book, 10 Principles of Consciously Creating. So Kirael says, I offer you, my friends, a prayer that might define the world that you live in, and it might best help you understand that you can create your world in the mass consciousness that surrounds you, not to become part of it, but to be that part that you have created because you are the creator light. So here might be an example. you would simply take a deep breath and you would tip your head in any direction, up, down, does not matter. And you would open your channels to let this be a prayer, and you would say, Creator Light, if you would be so much in beauty that you would allow for me to have clarity in every move that I am about to make. If you would guide my steps, not by doing the journey for me, God Creator, but allowing the light to be so brilliant that everything that I ask for, everything that I want to bring to focus in this reality is already in manifestation light. Then I would be the one who will do the journey. I will not relent in doing every part of the journey that is there. I will search. I will search out things I have never seen before. I will search out experiences I have never done before. And in that, on my way to the end result that I have chosen, I will be free to experience your love. I will heal my energy along the way, finding myself to be solely oriented into your light. For I no longer wish to experience separation. I wish only now to see the beauty of my own experience. In that, my God Creator, I will no longer accept chaos as an outcome. I will define myself at every moment. I will learn one day after the next that every motion I take has a defined effect on everything that I search for. My search is never ending because I have discovered one thing, God Creator. That which I used to believe to be the end of the journey is but the beginning. I no longer accept ends in my life. I now see them as only steps. Steps into the next part of the more beautiful possibilities you have created. It is ours to experience, and I choose to experience it on the human level. The material plane is mine, and is that which I share with my brothers and sisters of your light. They are mine. I am theirs. Together we equate to one Creator. And to this Creator, we live our light to the fullest that we possibly can. Let the journey unfold, God Creator, because our prayers keep us strong and fully enlightened. For that way we know that we avoid chaos at all turns. We have found your path. We walk with you, and we ask the unseen forces of light to be our guides. And in their guidance, we listen to every word they say. And as we learn, we create. As we create, we return to the fullness of not separation. We return to the fullness of your love. And in that love, we shall last forever, for there is no end. Amen. And now I introduce Karina with moments of inspiration.
Delivered with passion.
Hello. I would like to thank Susanna for delivering that prayer so beautifully and so heartfelt. That is something that we all can choose to remember, the 10 principles of consciously creating. There's so much in there for us. I want to share with you in the moments of inspiration, I get to do the first moments of inspiration for the new year 2023. I'm so excited. I'm so happy about that and honored. So I want to share with you, first of all, another Hawaiian greeting, and that is Hau Oli Makahiki Ho. And that means Happy New Year. So you could say that to all your friends out there on the mainland or wherever you are around the world. Hau Oli Makahiki Ho. And when we changed on January, from the 31st of December to January 1st, we moved into this year of transition that Aldine and Susanna have been talking about. This is a 7-year. If you add the numbers together, we come to a 7. That's the year of transition. And we're in the first month of creation. Number 1 is the number for creator energy. So here we are in this really powerful energy. So I'd like to call it a year of transformation, because that's just how powerful it can be for all of us when we have clarity of our intention. And part of that is, like the prayer that Susanna was reading, that we put our intention clearly and consciously and from our hearts into what we want to consciously create this year. What I felt from the beginning of this year was an energy shift, and I felt like somebody had pushed the fast forward button on life. It was so fast. All of a sudden, after the first of the year, things started coming really rapidly for me. And I was challenged to breathe, like I'm always telling you folks to do, and drop it down into my heart and just take a moment and center. And I remembered something that Master Kirael taught me a long time ago. And he taught me that when I was working on staff at the Beauty, I had a lot of different things going on at once. And I often came to a point of where I felt a little bit overwhelmed. I felt like there's a lot going on, and I needed to keep track of what I was doing. And so he told me, imagine yourself sitting at one of those roll-top desks. You know, you roll up the desk, and there's these cubby holes in there, these little pukas, like these cubby holes and little slots in there, right? And he said, when you're working on something and then a phone call comes, something else happens, put what you're doing up in the slot, do what you're doing, put down the phone, grab the thing out of the slot. I mean, in your mind, right? In my mind, this is what I'm doing. Pull it out of the slot and get working on it again. Something else comes, put it up in the slot, go back to it later. So I have this idea about how to multitask. Well, I have an evolution of that now, because we're in a time where we've got our phones dinging over here with a message, right? Let's say you're talking to someone, or you're doing something, you're writing something, or you're interacting with someone, talking to them. Your phone bings with a message. Your computer drops an email. The phone rings. Somebody wants to talk to you. There's all kinds of things going on. Maybe you have Facebook running. Your messenger bings. You've got the TV going, or the radio's playing. So in our world today, we have all these possible inputs that we all are managing in some way. Well, my suggestion to myself and to all of you is this: for this month of creation, choose one thing. Focus on one thing. So what are you doing? Like Master Kirael taught me, focus on what you're doing and focus on it. But let's take that even broader. How about your conscious creation and your heartfelt desires for this whole year of transition? Let's think about one thing that you'd like to change in this year of transition. Think of one thing, everybody. No, just one thing. One thing that you'd like to change, or one thing that you'd like to manifest, or one thing that you'd like to consciously create. Okay? Now close your eyes just for a moment. And I want you to bring your energy down as you breathe. Keep breathing. And bring the energy down to your heart. And just feel your heart start to expand. And breathe into it. And now connect. Draw in the energy of your higher self through your crown chakra. And bring it into your heart. And in front of you, see that heartfelt desire that you have for this year, that one thing that you want to manifest. See that in front of you. And just visualize it. What does it feel like to have that, whether it's a new place to live, a new car, or even better relationships? Or could it be, consciously creating more abundance? Whatever you feel like you want to have in your life, more self-care, better self-care. Visualize that and see if you can feel what it would be like to be living that new manifestation, that desire. And when you're ready, send out a line of love from your heart and connect to that one thing. And see your love connect to it. And feel it come back into your heart and create this conscious connection. And feel it and know it's yours. Know that you deserve it. You're worthy of it. It's something that you can consciously create from your heart in love. And you weave that into this energy of the Creator, Source, Light of January, and into the shifting energies of the year of transformation, the year of transition. And just feel this creation is yours. Take a breath and come back. And know when you focus on one thing, you have your one thing to focus on this year. If you haven't got any other masterminds, you've got this one thing. And I wish you a beautiful, creative year of transformation, 2023. Aloha. Oh, and I'd like to introduce Patty to come up and share the missive with us now.
Good morning, everyone. I honor your light today and mine as well, because we are one. Thank you for the prayer, number 7. Today's a 7th day. Woo-hoo. And in the 7th principle. So all the signs are there. Thank you, Corinna, for setting a goal. This yesterday is one thing since Kahu left. I've had to create a new relationship with him. Create a new relationship with him. He's no longer in the physical body, but I feel his wholeness. When I say wholeness, his wholeness of his truth, his wholeness of his love, his wholeness of passion. And as I look back in his life with me for 55 years, he was always focused on his, I would say, life plan. He never made goals. When every year I would say, come on, honey, let's do some goals. He never did that. He never did that. And when he came home one day and he said to me, I think it was when he was 45, he said, look what I got for healing someone. He opened the bag and there was fruits in there. And later he said, I'm going to open up a healing center. And I panicked. I said, how are you going to eat? Can we eat fruit from the paper bag? And the chicken that people gave us? I panicked, but you know what? He forged on. He forged on. And his light, his truth, his passion gathered all the people together. And you're one of them. So it's now our duty. Maybe not duty, no. It's our soul's directive, if I may use that word, to shine the light and gather the people around you. That's what we're here for. Yes, this year, I entered this year with like, oh my God, it's sevens. Sevens. But you know what? Because I've had to develop a new relationship from Kahu, from His Wholeness, you know what? He is such a magical being, and he still has influence on me. And I sat to him, and one time I said to him, "Oh, you're bugging me so much now. I think I like you better when you had a third-dimensional body." Of course, I was joking, right? He's always bugging me, you know. You better be on time. He turns on the lights, you know. And so he gives me messages. I hurt my back 2 days ago. I think I slept wrong. And then last night he goes, as I was falling asleep, he formed his physical apparition on his side of bed. He said, and then when I kind of looked at the apparition, he goes, and I heard him, he goes, "So you want a healing?" He always says that, because he never gives me a healing unless I ask. So he's a magical being. So even though he's not with us in the physical, he is certainly, you know, having a huge influence in my life. But you know what? What I really love about him is I can feel his wholeness of love. His wholeness of love. So you can do that too if you're missing him a lot, and he's helping us through through our transition. And so thank you, Kahu. So here is the message that he chose for this Sunday. Of course, it's from the 10 Principles of Consciously Creating. And if you really want to have a brand new bang of a year for 2023, I suggest you get the book 10 Principles of Consciously Creating and have fun with it. Let's see. So, I believe, this is what I believe. When you have a desire, when you have a goal, it's from your heart. You have that yearning to experience that goal. It's from your heart. So it's already set. All you got to do is do the journey. It's already part of you, like Karina says. You know, if you're really, truly in tune with your heart, like Kahu, he had a magical journey here on earth, because he was so in tune, focused on his life plan, his calling. And one of the callings is to wake up the goddess within the people that he was surrounded him. And I think he did a good job, right? He did a good job. So his message, giving it to you now, today, he said, "Greetings, 2023. Your prayer defines your healing journey. Prayer is the most magnificent process of Kirael's 10 principles of consciously creating because it defines your reality in the level in which you exist. One of the most difficult principles for you to understand is the one you thought you would understand the clearest, is prayer. Huh! I read that so many times, and when I read that again, I go, yeah, they're right. So we have to take the level of understanding about prayer to new levels of consciousness. Many people come to the world of prayer in an old theory of thinking through, the theory of thinking through of prayer. Prayer you have learned over time, like those that you call mantra prayers, are those that you simply pray because someone says you should pray. Those are the ones that defeat much of your energy force that you are trying to manifest in this particular reality. Can you hear that? If you want to hear it again, take that book, read it out loud to yourself, and let it resonate within your cells of the body. You live in the world that's based on your thoughts. You live in the world that is a culmination of that basis. You begin to see that utilizing the very beautiful aspect of prayer, you begin to align everything in the world to comply with every force that you have ever desired. Do you hear that? It's nothing magical if you follow this. You have the beginning stages in this chapter 7 that will show you the force by which you live as a base solely around that which you are. You are the Creator's light. You are given the opportunity by the love to come here and do the journey of healing. Healing from the thought of healing from the thought of being separated to the fact of being connected to all that is. When you lose that separation, you gain the strength of feeling the Creator's life surrounding and being within you all the time. You begin to see the great honor bestowed upon you as human. You begin to see the beauty of the light that will carry you forth in all facets of your journey, no matter what level of creation you have chosen, whether it be on the material plane of earth or the beautiful world of the angelic presence. You will always find that you will use prayer as one of the understanding of defining your journey. Prayer, my friends, is vitally important for this year, a prayer of personal transformation. I invite you to read chapter 7 of the 10 Principles of Consciously Creating. It's available on signaturecellhealing.com. So thank you for joining us today. And we are here as a collective consciousness to support you in your desires. Because remember what I said, when you listen to your heart and when you have the desire, you have that yearning to experience something on earth, it's from your heart. It's attainable. But do you want to do the journey? That's the question. And I pray that you read this chapter and take your knowingness about prayer to new levels of consciousness. And so let's create magic, but it's not really magic. It's your thoughts. Your thoughts, your heart. Speak to your heart. It knows, and then you take that desire and yearning and you take it to your brain. And then you take it through every single cell of your body. And voila, you are the experience. Right? Awesome.
Patty, thank you. That's just wonderful. And the 10 Principles of Consciously Creating, signaturecellhealing.com online store also has the original sessions with Master Guide Kirael saying those words through Kahu's mediumship. So, it's powerful. It's powerful, and it's in so many levels. Even if you said, "Oh, I learned that a long time ago," go back again and go into number 7, because I noticed when the energy shifted at New Year's, my husband kept telling me, we're paying too much money for this, and this. We're paying too much money for this. And I knew he was right, of course, but I didn't want to change anything. But when that New Year came, boy, the rug got pulled out from under, and we had to change because we had to change. We had to change. Let me just put it that way. But it has to do with connectivity, let's say. And so I prayed. I used number 7. I prayed because I felt, what do we do now? What do we do now? I need this. I need this connectivity. I need to be connected. And it was gone. And then I thought, well, I better pray. So I prayed. And we think that the journey might be difficult, but what if it's not? What if it's not difficult? What if you just prayed and you just had clarity on what you wanted, and the light shone on your path, and I know Kahu's doing this, you shine the light on my path, and I knew where to take a step. And you will know that too when you pray. And it's not about the kind of religious prayer we're talking about here. We're talking about the prayer from your heart of what you want to consciously create. So let me just say that this energy that we got into after the prayer, we ended up getting something that was half of what we were paying before. So,
I have to say this about her. She is the signature cell healing leader, teacher. Now she's gonna the 5 breath self healing meditation is a form of prayer.
yes.
So could you go into that now and really go into it? And because it's praying, it is a thought process. It's praying into your cells. It's telling your cells, you're lighting up your cells. So that is your focus,
Okay.
is your 5 breath self-healing meditation.
Okay. So in addition to the prayer that I did to get what we needed to have, I did the 5 breath self-healing meditation. And that is how you connect with your higher self and you bring it into your heart, right? Because you're breathing in the light through your pineal gland down into your heart, and you're expanding that into all the cells of your body, and you're feeling your creator self. And that's where the prayer is going. It's going into your creator self with every breath that you take. 25 breaths, that's a 7. So with the 5 hand placements, 5 times 5, 25, it's 7. And it's a way to consciously shift where you are. So when you breathe, you're bringing in the light, golden particles. You imagine golden particles, and you draw them through your crown chakra. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And in between the in-breath and the exhale is a lock where you take a space, and that's where the magic really happens. That's where you weave all 4 bodies together, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So breathe in with me now and just take a breath in, these golden particles, and when they go through your pineal gland in the center of your head, they change to white light, and they come down into your heart, a pause between the inhale and the exhale. Weave all 4 bodies together, and then exhale out through your mouth. So we're going to do that in 5 hand placements, and we begin at the crown. So place your right hand on top of your head and the left palm on top, and take a breath in and lock it. And exhale the light into your head and let it circulate all through your head, and just feel the neurons in your brain lighting up, the crown chakra. Keep breathing here, 5 breaths. Let the light go into your frontal lobes. Breathe in again and let the light go into the midbrain where we have the memory centers and light up all this area. Send the light back to the hindbrain where you have the fight, flight, or freeze. Breathe in again and let the light just circulate through your head and just feel that relaxation and the connection into your spirit light. The next placement is at your eyes, so place your middle and index fingers at your closed eyelids. Breathe in. Exhale through the eyes, over the cones and the rods. Keep breathing, 5 breaths here. You can also send the light over the eyeballs back into the back of your brain. Let the light go through the cones and the rods, back in, light up the retina and back to the optic nerve. Keep breathing. You can also put your hands over your eyes. Breathe back all the way to the vagus nerve in the back of your head. And as you breathe again, let the light go down the vagus nerve and all throughout your body. It just flares out and touches every major organ and the parasympathetic nervous system in your body. Just feel that relaxation. And when you're ready, place your right hand on your heart muscle, and let the thumb point up, left palm on top, and let your thumbs point up towards your neck. Breathe through your palms into your heart muscle and just feel the neurons. The neurons here are 5,000 times more powerful than our brain neurons. Breathe in and let the light go through your thumbs up to the thyroid in the top of your neck. Breathe again, let the light go into your lungs and into the thymus in the center of your chest. Another breath here to light up the whole lymphatic system to help our immune system. Breathing in again, let the light up your both breasts and your whole chest area. When you're ready, go to your stomach, third chakra. Place your right palm there and the left palm on top. Breathe in. Exhale these 5 breaths through your stomach. And just feel the relaxation where we carry a lot of anxiety in this part of our body. Breathe again through your stomach and into the liver and the pancreas. Breathe in again through the stomach and back to your kidneys. And let the light go to your kidneys. And just feel all the cells taking in that love. Breathe through the stomach again and light up all the organs in this area, the gallbladder, your spleen. And feel the light in the last breath going down through your stomach into the small intestines. And as we go to the last hand placement, place your right palm and left palm on top of the second chakra, right above the pubic symphysis. Breathe in exhale and just light up this whole lower chakra area where we have a lot of systems where we need to keep them working smoothly. Breathe in, exhale through this second chakra area and into your digestive system, into the colon, all the way through to the rectum. Breathe through this area and let the light go into the reproductive organs, into the prostate for the men and into the ovaries for the women. And just breathe through again and let the light go into your urinary tract, into the bladder. And one more breath here to light up this whole area with healing white light. So this is a self-healing technique that Kahu Fred Sterling has left for us and taught us so that we can have these self-healing techniques. And it's also a very foundational part of Signature Cell Healing. Please go to the signaturecellhealing.com website for more information. There's a video and an ebook about the 5-breath self-healing meditation there. So let's bring up Patty for a healing message.
Healing message. I think I already gave that already. And this is what Honolulu Church of Light is about. And now that I know the prayer that Master Kirael had wrote for the beauty, I could never understand what wholeness was, love and wholeness. But since Kahu left, I could feel, because I think I knew the human part of him, and how he also was a human being walking this plane. And yes, we did play humans, yeah. But when there are times when he's in front of the audience, and he has this magic about him, and I never could understand that magic. Until one day, and he magnetized. He has this magnetism about him. His love is the magnet. Your love, if you can feel your wholeness in love, that's a magnet. That's a magnet to have your goals, to realize your goals. That's the magnet that draws all the right people to fulfill your goals. That's the magnet. Your love is a magnet, and that's what I call him Master Kahu. And now, he never used to write love letters to me, but now he does. In his wholeness of love. I mean, so that is my healing since he left. From the time he left, I've grown a lot. I've realized what his walk was about here on earth. Realize that. So those people who had a chance to see him in action, him and Master Kirael, what a wonderful experience it was. And so you take that experience, you feel that wholeness within your heart, and magnetize the people that will love and support you. And that's what's happening to me now. The love and condolences that so many of you had sent to the church and to me, I'm so grateful about that. And it is healing. It is healing me to take another step. There are days when I said, I can't do this life without you, Kahu. But of course, at the end of the day, after my 5 breaths, after I really connect to who I really am, that wholeness, and that's what the 5 breath does. It brings that light into every cell in your body to connect and make it whole again. Could the cells each has an emotional body that activates that emotion. Now, isn't that a wonderful life to take throughout this 2023? So I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of the number 7. Or maybe 8 is the one. So I'll take that journey.
There's this lady in the chat room. Her name is Joy. This goes together with what you're talking about. So she said, "Mahalo, blessed soul, for continuing these programs, sending my love to you all." So we're touching their hearts.
That's the wholeness. So even if one of us can't really project that wholeness, but a community of us. And that's what this church is about. The oneness of all of us that coming together here at the church and here in the chat room. That is the oneness that become all the pieces coming together, all the lights coming together to make the wholeness. So yes, I have to share this with you. Last night, or in the middle of the day, I was having a wobbly kind of day. And that's what happens when you go through that transition period. So I heard Master Kirael goes, "Be happy for your future." What does that mean? Yeah, be happy for your future. I think it has something to do with your heart knows all your desires, all your yearnings, and it wants you to experience it. And now we have to do the journey. It's a guarantee. What's not guaranteed is our willingness to do the journey. And that's the healing.
Barbara, why don't you share about the Great Shift book?
Oh, I had this injury, so Christmas Eve, I fell and I fractured my knee.
Oh,
So since then, I'm thinking, okay, everything has a meaning. Why did I get hurt on that day, and what is the purpose of my injury? Okay, then I'm picking up the book, The Great Shift, and I'm reading it as if I never read it before.
uh-huh.
You have more insight now, maybe a couple years ago that I read it, but now I'm looking at it like it's a new book. And my understanding is so much clearer now than it was back then. So that's the problem. The purpose of my injury was so that I would have time to really concentrate on what I was supposed to learn from this book.
That's your future.
That's a miracle. Okay, one miracle after the other. Okay, now we have the healing portion. Huh? We have healing. In-house healing.
Oh, you're supposed to go after.
Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta go. One more, just one more before. You can stay there.
Sorry.
We have so much passion that we forget our schedule sometimes. But we go back on track because we're passionate about what we present. And today I'm honored to read this letter from Sandra Zabarsky from Massachusetts. And I reread it 3 times, and right now I'm feeling all these emotions flowing through me. And she addressed this letter as, "Dear staff at the Beauty, though I'm still visiting my daughter in Virginia for the New Year holiday, I'm thinking of you and wanting to share my prayers that the Beauty will be blessed and honored in special magical ways during this year of 2023. As I too am working on dealing with Kahu's physical absence. I can't easily imagine the challenge that all of you, especially Patty, are experiencing. With that said, I also want to offer Patty Sterling a special, loving, and honorary message to acknowledge her courage to express her honesty and authenticity as she works on navigating through this phase of her journey. So it dovetails with Master Kirael's message of be happy for your future.
Yeah.
I can confirm how personally valuable she is to me and can share more later. Meanwhile, I'll just say in ending this short New Year's message that I'm grateful and thus support the kind of leader that she is choosing to be right now. For such a role is definitely needed at this time as support for and inspiration for others needing her loving guidance. In loving light, filled gratitude for all that you are doing for the worldwide church. In loving light, filled gratitude for all that you all are doing for your worldwide church members, followers, and clients, both healed and to be healed. Sandra Zabarski, Massachusetts. Mahalo, with heartfelt gratitude to you, Sandra, for sharing your thoughts and your feelings. So the world ripples out this healing energy. Mahalo.
Okay, who's going to take the second chair?
Yep.
Oh, you? Come on, Santa.
Let Barbara go.
Barbara, hurry.
Santa Claus.
Until Paul's gonna come.
Paul?
Oh, you're gonna be up there too. It's a mess.
Like this.
Just go. No.
Wanna bring the chair with the lamp on, with the fan on it, or what?
Sit over there.
Thank you for the reminder.
Thank you. Just put that over on the table.
Sorry. Paul, would you like to explain why you're on the chair?
It's one of those days where when you stand up and or if you're at work and all of a sudden you're like the back again. You know that, right, Barbara? You too. You know that, right, Patrick?
Boy, I know, man.
Patrick, why are you on the
Well,
chair?
I came for a healing because over the holidays, both knees have been bothering me real bad. I've been putting on pain medicine every day. I've been taking ibuprofen every day to kill the pain because I had a hard time doing my Santa Claus parties. I had a hard time getting in the boat, getting out of the boat. Man, I'm telling you what, boy, I just...
Did you send Santa Claus your list?
Yeah, I tell you. And lucky thing that I had people helping me at times because man, I tell you, sometimes I didn't have people walking around hanging on to me or holding up me. I don't know if I would have made it, man. I sit in the chair all day. I sit in the chair for 4 hours.
Did the people enjoy?
Oh yes. I sit in the chair for 4 hours, no break, nothing. I just work straight through.
Oh, wow.
And then when I gotta get up, legs just don't want to move, man. And somebody gotta grab me by the arm and help me down the wall. Oh man.
So then now our Santa
Until I
Claus
until I get exercise again, then I can start moving along, you
Yeah.
know.
I get that way too.
Cool.
So, yes. So, Santa Claus, your heart is Santa Claus. So, we give you love now, okay? The kind of love that heals. And Paul, you too? Yeah? Okay. So, you got to know that, you all got to know that Master Kirael and Kahu and the goddess lights are here. But we also need the physical touch. That's so important on the human body. Yeah. So they could feel the love that comes through our palms. So can you guys all imagine now? Put your hands out like this. Take a breath. And as you breathe, like how you do the 5 breath, you can feel this energy coming out, and it's forming a gold lotus flower. Can you see that? A golden lotus flower. In the middle is this orange center. And let this warm your hands. And you in the chat room and you there listening, keep that golden lotus lit up. And that is the energy that you send to this two right here, whose physical body needs help. So Paul and Santa Claus, are you willing to receive the energy?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Send that energy now to Paul and Santa Claus. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Are you on the thing? Okay. We forgot one more.
So what we want to do is we want to bring our healing consciousness together. We're going to do it by saying the vowels.
I want to share this short story about this chant right here, how it has evolved, where it came from. In 2006, before Kahu he had his stroke, he was offering this fundraiser that one of the things that he was going to give you was your family tone. And Kahu's family tone was A-E-I-O-U. Amazing, huh? And then now it has evolved to this. So thank you, Aldi. Amazing. Okay, so we need that human touch, goddesses, on these two gentlemen.
Kaheane na aumakua. Kaheane na aumakua la. Hele aloha no na ipuwei. Maluna mai he ipu ke aloha. Maluna mai he ipu. Maluna mai he ipu ke aloha. Hele aloha no na pu'uwaiha. Aloha no na pua o ka ha. Aloha no na pua. He ipu o ka malu malu ha. He ipu o ka malu. Ka hea nei na aumakua la. Ka hea nei na aumakua. Maluna mai he ipu ke aloha. Maluna mai he ipu. Maluna mai he ipu. Mama ua noa.
Okay. Okay. Anybody from the chat room? Nobody? Okay. We have some healing requests that came through our HonoluluChurchOfLife.com. Lillian, Roy from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for sending us, Roy. He wants healing for torn rotator cuff right arm. And then we have a Marcelo. He is from, oh my goodness, he said, oh, Brazil, wow. He said, hello, hope all is well. Hope all of you are quite well. When this arrived, I am in contact from Brazil, far away from Hawaii here in South America. My gratitude to Kirael and his medium priest Sterling for the message I could find in the 10 Principles. Oh, happy for you. I'm 56 years old and looking for a better life and a plenty life. Wow. That's what your heart desires. Now let's help you journey through it. Oh, gosh. So everything has a fix. Everything. If so, this is what you put in paper, and we're going to put it in the prayer bowl, and every night we'll pray over it, and you know, Kahu never misses. He is still there in his wholeness of love. He's there. And then And then we have one from, he wants, the same guy, he wants to heal the root cause that drives him to perform self-destructive decisions. Yes. So, thank you for sharing your healing request. I know it's your heart's desire. Otherwise, you wouldn't have put it on paper and send it to us. Oh, here's one from Fiji. From Daniel. He requests, if you can do a spiritual warfare. Oh, that's interesting. I'm hearing voices from the outside when nobody's around, and they give me body pain. And I don't know if they're my ancestral spirit or a generation curse or a witchcraft. I say to you, I would recommend, Daniel, that you get the 5-breath self-healing meditation and you pray. Pray, do the number 7 prayer and the 10 principles of conscious creation. Because I think personally, when you're in love, totally in love, that's what you attract. So I know it's probably hard for you to understand, but you will. You will. The more you become in love with yourself, you will not be, I'm careful when I say this, inviting those dark energies, but it is inviting. So when you have those energies come to you, shine the light from your heart. Shine the light and you tell them, that's not what I need. So it will dissolve, because I know that. In my house, sometimes there are energies that come in and they think it's our house. Even when Kahu was alive, they think a house is free range. And I said, no, this is a private place and it's not a freeway or a highway to come through. They used to come through. They would say, where's Kahu? No. And I would sit in, after meditation, I would open my eyes and there they are on the sofa, waiting for Kahu. I said, no, move on. You know, this is not the place. Make an appointment. Oh, I didn't say that. See, spirituality, have fun. Can be fun. And you know what? Some of them, listen. Make an appointment. Cool. And the next night, nobody was on the sofa. And here's one for Nabil from New Britain. Oh, Connecticut? He wants healing for, someone said, he asked for healing for Nabil. He didn't say for what, but we will put name in the prayer bowl. And then we have a Mina Cruz, 42 from San Jose. Heal emotional wounds and release subconscious limited beliefs. Increase vibration, self-love, and confidence. That's what I pray for too. And you know what? Keep praying. Do the 5 breaths. Amazing. That breath is amazing. It gets you back in tune with your light. Your light that brought you here to do this journey. The light that that's love. The wholeness of love. Now that when Kahu left, now I know what wholeness of love means. Because I can feel him. I can feel the difference between his love when he was here and his love now that he's out there. That cradles me every night. And also pokes me in the back when I'm not listening. So he still has his humor, you know. So all of you, we are so grateful and we're so proud of this bowl right here. And what we'll do is now we're gonna put these prayer bowls, prayer requests in the bowl, and every night I know, Kahu Fred Sterling comes here every night, and sometimes when I'm late, he turns on my candle for me to say, "Hey, you're late." And of course I rushed here, and he's already here with Master Kirael and with his angel crew, and then with the people, still goddesses incarnate come here and help energize the people here that's asking for their heart's desire. Now, and then we also pray that you're willing to do the journey, because your heart will speak to you when you listen and tells you how to do the journey. Okay? We love you for sending this, and we hold you in our beautiful essence of the great shift. That's called the wholeness of love. So everybody, could you guys bring out your golden lotus, the palm of your hand, and then send that energy to this bowl here. Okay, Kahu? Send that golden lotus, powered by your love, into this bowl right here. Powered by your self-love. The self-love that says, I want these people to feel the self-love within themselves. Mama. Okay, who's next? Thank you for that. And sometimes I come here at 11:30, and here is Kahu waiting in his black Sunday best, and he's putting his hand out to me like this. Isn't that cool? Such a cool image.
Are you gonna come up with me? So, on behalf of Honolulu Church of Light, we invite you to come and join us. Please come surround this donation bowl, and we're going to pass it around. As we pass it around, we also ask that you please, before I pass it, shine your light on this bowl, surround the bowl with all of us and the church. We'd like to send a prayer out for an abundance of donations to the Honolulu Church of Light, so that we can continue to be support for you as we journey through this entire year, and through healing and through loving and coming into our heart center. We'd like to ask that you please press that donate button, and that will help us continue to be here for all of you, as well as all of us here in the beauty. So we ask for this and more, and after the program, remember to click the donate button and as much as you can help, we would really appreciate the assistance and support. So let me,
Thank you. And if Kahu whispers in your ear, say, send a donation to Honolulu Church of Light. Please do.
to Honolulu Church of Light.
Very good.
Thank you. Now with the announcements.
Okay. Announcements. There will be no Conscious Creators this month because we have on the January 20th, we are we'll be celebrating Kapu Fred Sterling's celebration of life. And we have a committee called Black Diamond Production that's putting this together, and oh, they're wonderful. And so we're busy putting together a really that's 2 hours of event that we want them to be inspired. So pray for us that we are successful. So the next Sunday service will be on the 22nd of this month. So happy transition, everyone. Like I said, it could be fun. We have all the tools and reading materials at signaturecellhealing.com. Read. Is the prayer on the? It's not on the website, right? The number 7 prayer. Okay, you can get it in the book. So buy the book. It's cheap. Okay. Okay.
Can you do our closing chant?
And so now what we would like to do is we would like to bless the beauty and to bless ourselves with the special energy from this transition, creation, month and year. Nice breath together. E umai ko mai na na ya mai kaleo kako mai luna ala mai kai ki a kai ki mai kai ki na ke komohana mai kau kai kai mai lo ko waho ki a I malama I pali aku I na ho pili ki ana I ko ka ko no hona. Everyone together. Amamawanoa. The prayer is free. Mahalo.
Thank you. Let's see. Again, thank you for all your loving message of condolences and sympathy and beautiful flowers and plants like this. Amazing. It warms our hearts and it makes us take another step. So I always want to remind you to please imagine beautiful things in your life. So I understand what Kirael had told me, like, be happy today for your future. So when I first heard that in my ear, I went, what does that mean? But I know, now I know. So I'd like to leave you with this as we complete this today's healing service. And thank you for joining us. It's a privilege to be of service to you, and we feel your light and love. And together, let's make this shift a great one. As we heal the self, we also heal the world. So I leave you with this, as Master Kirael would always say, from his prayer for the beauty. He says, I pray that each of you check into your hearts and feel these words resonate within you. As they resonate, so shall you become one with the light. My friends, never be dissuaded. You are light workers now. You have taken the challenge to move into a space called the beauty. And in this space, you will no longer be known as third dimensionals. Throughout the energies of guidance, the guidance realm, and the angelic realm inclusive, you are now known as light workers. You must become according to that which I speak. Change, my friends, is essence. Essence is love. Love is what you desire, and love is what you have. So let's take a deep breath and say, we are complete and we are ready to begin.
Change we must.
Change we must.
Getting closer.